Okay, guys, this is Mark Baum, sportsonebay.com. We started out tonight with a 2015 Top Supreme, which was actually, honestly, kind of weird. I've probably one of the worst slash best cases I've seen. We did get a Marcus Mariota out of 25, but we got 3 quad cards, which means no matter how you look at it, 12 total teams had to be random off to 3 separate owners. Okay, so really weird. Supreme's usually not that weak. Um, that's tops for you. Anyway, so we're going to start off with the half case break of the Topps Valor. Okay, that is product number FGC 001657. It's a fresh case, so we'll take the first 6 boxes out, and the final 6 boxes will break on Sunday night's break. Okay, Valor's been pretty good, especially with a good mid-range product. Really nice looking cards. And then as soon as we get done here, if you guys are also into the finest, we will jump into that. It'll be about a 10-minute transition. Verify my invoices, check on any questions, and we'll go from there. That's part of the reason it took this one so long, because there's a ton of questions between Valor and Finest and Supreme when I finished the Supreme, so I had to get those guys caught up. So now we're going to go ahead and go through the teams. Okay, this is awaiting shipment. Let me hit refresh real quick, make sure no payments slip through. Okay, so for the Valor, I've got Yellow King with the 49ers. We got Daniel with the Raiders. And 69 JMH with the Bengals. Skippy's got the Texans, and I did get your message. As soon as I get a chance, I will try and correct that for you. Matter of fact, let me make a separate note, because even though I've got it in my email, I just, if I don't make numerous notes, I'll forget it. Okay, so Skippy's got the Texans. Hey, Dallas, Mr. Travis, you got the Bucks, Jags, and Steelers tonight. Raw with the Ravens and Eagles. Mr. Tyner, you get the Seahawks, Dolphins, Bears, Lions, Colts, Bills, and Chargers. Okay. Big Jayer. Okay, Redskins and Saints. G-Men with the Titans. Kiercuff, you've got the Rams. Jack Bidding with the Jets. G-Men with again with the Giants. Asia with the Patriots. David with the Vikings. Okay, Def 81 Tones, you got the Chiefs. Philly, you've got the Packers. Columbia with the Browns. Lobato with the Broncos. Okay, C Signature Sports, you've got the Cowboys. Cahokie with the Panthers. I'm beginning to sense a pattern here, Cahokie. You got the, I think you kind of like the Panthers for some reason. Robin, you've got the Falcons. Jeremy with the Cards. And let me scroll, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope, that is it. Okay, so that's how it stands for Valor. If there's any questions, please use eBay messages or hit me up in chat if you have chat capabilities. Okay. Have knife. Go ahead and get started. Get the first 6 boxes out. Also, my promo is down to $6. Okay. I had a separate break where a guy guessed properly. So it went to 5 for the Supreme, and nobody got it in the Supreme, so that one carries over to get 6. The man with the Cardinals. Okay, give me just a second. I thought I called the Cardinals. Let me go back and look again real quick. Put those boxes up. Okay. The man J1. Are you Jeremy? If you're Jeremy, I called you off because I got a Jeremy J 615 J Dog with the Cardinals for Valor. Okay, so while you respond to me, I'm going to go ahead and get these boxes staged, and then we'll go from there. Oh, okay, too easy. I just want to make sure I wasn't making a mistake. I have done that before, and I've also had people jump in the break early and think they've got the team in one product and turned out I'm breaking the other. I just want to make sure because I don't want to confuse anybody. Lord knows I confuse easy enough as it is. Okay, so box number one. Oh, give me 1 second. Packs are staying in front. I just got to grab a box real quick, guys. Okay, guys. Like I said, I had to grab a box for the residue. Okay, otherwise this place fills up with wrappers like you wouldn't believe. Okay, that's no problem. But that's why I usually go through it just to make sure I'm straight. Some I've noticed some breakers call off the teams, and some breakers just go straight into the break. I just feel more comfortable doing that and make sure that there's no errors out there. Also, if anybody's interested, I'm going to put this out there now. Let me look at my email real quick. Okay, I'll message him in just a minute. Okay. Uh, for the finest, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs. The guy had bid at 12.50, and then he requested a cancellation because he didn't realize he won two teams. So if anybody's interested in the Cardinals, let me know. I can add it to whatever their product is, and it'll be added with no additional shipping charges. But that was one of the messes I had to deal in between breaks because he was requesting that I relist it. And you just, when you're doing an eBay break, you just don't relist product, especially with a 5-day lead out. Nobody wants to buy a team that's already been open. Of course, at this point in time, it hasn't been open yet because Finest is the next break. But otherwise, all my teams have sold for tonight. Okay, so that is box one. We'll get these others going, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to try and be about as quick as I can with this. Main reason is obviously leading into the Finest break. There will not be any breaks tomorrow night. I've got to go out of town, but I will be back Sunday. There will be. It's basically going to mirror tonight. It's going to be the 6 boxes of Valor, 8 boxes full case of Finest, and 8 boxes, or excuse me, yeah, 8 boxes full case of Supreme. The man Jay, I'll tell you what, he bid at 12.50. If he would have backed out, it probably would have been down to like 11.50 with whoever the other bidder was. Let's just say I'll let him go for 10, and like I said, it'll be added with no shipping. Okay, so while you contemplate on that, I'm going to go ahead and get started on box one. And again, we're going to try and push this through relatively quick. So if I go too fast, just let me know. I'm not going to call out the speeds. I will flip over the cards and stuff like that. I will call out the main hits and any numbered cards. Okay. First, Jumbo Relic. And it is going to your team. David Johnson out of 300 going to the Cardinals. So there you go, Jeremy, right off the bat. Okay. Jeremy Bettis, Pittsburgh Steelers. Who's the team? It's the Kansas City Chiefs. Are you referring to the hit, or are you referring to the team that I offered up for grabs? Okay, Greg Olson for the Titans. That's the battle cry. Or Greg Olson for the Panthers. Guys, I'm trying to do about 15 things at once, and my mind's just kind of scattered. Okay, next Gridiron Warriors going to the Broncos. That's Terrell Davis. Okay, we do have a purple strength. It's non-numbered, but C.J. Anderson for the Broncos. Our auto's coming up, and it's for the Jags. Oops, upside down. This one's out of 800. And that is Rashad Green for the Jaguars. Okay. 706. You tilt it the one way, it looks like 786. So, okay, battle cry for the Jets. Darrelle Revis. Yeah, and in the finest, you got Chris Conley that's got auto relics that's in that product. Okay, ooh. Okay, right off the bat, Tennessee Titans. Girl, and of course my camera's not trying to focus. Come on. There we go. Dorial Green Beckham, 61 out of 75. Again, Tennessee Titans. Another purple, that's DeMarcus Ware, or excuse me. Okay, I'm trying to look at the screen. I had my thumb over it, and it looked like Ware, so I just went ahead. Anyway, it's Cameron Wake for the Dolphins. Is it 2015? Yeah, it's 2015. Okay, for the Buccaneers, Gridiron Warriors, Mike Evans. That one slid. We got our first number card. Let me flip it over. And this one is going to the 49ers. And it's rookie, Eric Armstead. Come on, camera. There we go. It's the Glory Parallel, 93 out of 99, going to the 49ers. Seems like it'll glance at the cards pretty good, and then when I want to show a particular card, it wants to blur out on me. Okay, Gridiron Warriors. Anybody know who that guy is? That's old school. Bo Jackson for the Raiders. Okay, these two upside down. Okay, we got a Courage Parallel. These are out of 299, and then it's Robert Quinn for the Rams. Okay, first auto relic. This one is going to, and it's just barely two colors, Bryce Petty of the Jets, and that is out of 800. And you can just barely see the green right there in the top corner. Okay, Tim Brown, also going to the Raiders. And that completes out box one. Get these guys sleeved real quick for you. I certainly appreciate that. I'll put my email in there in just a second. You can just send that straight through with PayPal. The way eBay's set up, I can't send a random invoice unless you would actually bid. But like I said, I'll send that on there in just a minute. Let me get these packs open. But I certainly appreciate that. Okay, type that in for you. Okay, there's the email for you. It probably give it about 8 to 10 seconds for it to pop up. Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going ahead and making a note of it right now. So you are getting the Chiefs in the finest. Okay, my little to-do list. So, like I said, I got to keep myself straight. See if there's a throttle in the fridge. Bring that to me. Okay, so box number 2. Okay, yeah, turn the computer on. Okay, there we go. My camera just doesn't want to focus. Let me slide that a little bit. Okay, Jumbo Relic. Nice teal color right there for Rashad Green. That one is out of 50. Has the courage parallel for the Jumbos. And whoever owns that card, I'm not messing with that string. You can do that yourself. My luck, I pull that thing and all of a sudden you'd have a relicless card. So, Jags up top there. Okay, next Gridiron Warrior. That's Mr. Lacey going to Green Bay Packers. DeMarcus Ware. See, now I see DeMarcus Ware. I must have been a premonition. Okay. Okay, last card is David Johnson. Grab the next stack. Okay, going back to the Broncos, Mr. Elway. Okay, Mr. Bob Lilly for the Cowboys. There we go. I was going to say we should be getting our autograph here soon. This one is going to, and they're stuck. There we go. Sometimes these cards stick together. I think it's because of that sticker aspect. Anyway, out of 200. 95 out of 200, and that is Max Williams for the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, Odell Beckham, battle cry for the Giants. I'm grabbing too big of a stack. I should know better than that. No way. Okay. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. Battle cry, Mr. Rob Gronkowski, Patriots. Okay. Three-color relic right there. Rashad Green for the Jaguars. So Green's pretty much on top. And that is 2 out of 50. So both his relic cards have been out of 50. Courage out of 299 for the Titans. Trey McBride. No, not yet. Okay, for the Dolphins, Ryan Tannehill. Okay, Green Bay Packers, Eddie Lacy. That's strength parallel. Okay, and this is what I was talking about. So instead of getting an auto relic, we got another jumbo relic. And that one that was out of 300, and that is Melvin Gordon. I'll get that focus. There we go. Melvin Gordon, 22 out of 300. Going to the Chargers. Okay, Courage parallel for the Redskins. RG3 out of 199. Okay, for the Chiefs. Hey, Mr. Jamal Charles. Okay, and that completes out box 2. Getting out of 50 on that one. Okay. Okay, so those messages didn't apply. So this will be box number 3. Yeah, let me set that up there. Hey guys, if I try and chase down some more high-tech product, any of you guys be interested in it if I list it for next week? It would be 2015 high-tech for the football. But I'm thinking of adding 2 more breaks for next week, and high-tech's one of the ones I'm looking at. And it'll be a full 12-box case. It won't be a partial. That I'm looking at possibly 2015 Topps triple threads, but since it is a little bit more on the expensive side, I'm looking at just doing a 9-box. Okay. You guys don't mind, I gotta get me some fluids. And no, it is not a beer. It is full throttle. Gotta get me some energy. Okay. Okay, so box number 3. That strength is Edmund Smith for the Cowboys. Okay, speed parallel out of 99. Brett Hundley, jumbo relic for the Packers. Okay, Phil Simms for the Giants. Okay, battle cry for the 49ers, Mr. Kaepernick. Okay, this time it's Eli Manning for the Giants. Ooh, nope. Thought I saw a number as I was going through. Okay, auto is coming up. Keep our fingers crossed that it's somebody good. And card number 104. Does anybody got the cards memorized? For the Rams. Not the big boys. Malcolm Brown for the Rams. And that one is serial number 741 out of 800. Okay. I saw the Rams. I was hoping it was a girly. We have pulled one before. Second case, I believe it was. Okay, battle cry. Mr. Cushing for the Texans. Okay. Yes, it's sitting right there. I got yours, and I got a couple other payments that came in. So yeah, yours is there. I appreciate it, and I've already got it marked down on that index card. Okay, first one. That's a nice piece. Out of 75. Kevin White. Chicago Bears. 3 colors right there. Nice one. Okay, we have Courage out of 299. Duke Johnson, rookie for the Browns. Okay, Matt Forte for the Bears. Okay, Glory just slipped right in. This one is Giovanni Bernard. That's out of 99. Going to the Bengals. Okay, these are all upside down. Okay, this time we got Luke Kuechly. That's going to the Carolina Panthers. I've heard Kuechly, Keekley. You listen on some of these radio stations and ESPN and stuff like that. You hear different pronunciations too. Anyway, out of 199, Discipline, Jeremy Hill. So back-to-back Bengals numbered cards. Okay, here you go, buddy. Out of 525, Auto Relic. Come on, camera. There you go. Auto Relic 514 out of 525, Mr. David Johnson. That is going to the Cardinals. He's got one of the better signatures, I think, too. I've seen some of these guys, it just looks like they just put the X on the dot. And just pardon the expression. How would I word that? Half-ass signature. Okay, so Lawrence Taylor, so another Gridiron Warriors for the Giants. Giants got a lot of miscellaneous hits. Okay, so again, let me get these bad boys sleeved. I like that. You type in there, just looking for David Johnson, and that, with that delay, that was about the same time frame that I pulled him. Five. Not a problem. $15 of you in here, and it's quiet, other than J-Man. Slide these down just a little bit. Actually, let me turn this just a hair bit because I am working a little bit to my left. I'm one of those breakers that, like you guys, having better visibility than I've got. Too easy. Hopefully we just keep rolling with some of these good hits. Valor is one of those good mid-range products that I really enjoy breaking. It's not overly expensive. The quality of the product is usually really good. You don't see as much chipping with these cards. You hardly see any. I think I've only seen 2 damaged cards out of this. Um, One of them came out of the pack, had corner damage, and the other one had it was a frayed relic piece. But see, these are upside down. But these overall, for what they are, is really good quality cards. Ooh, just about went past that. Out of 299, Courage for Randall Cobb. That's for the Packers. Speaking of the Titans, out of 300, David Cobb Jumbo Relic. So we've already had 2 Titans hits tonight. Okay, Mr. Manning, Broncos. Okay, Green Bay Packers, Mr. Clay Matthews, Battlecry. Okay, Roger Staubach, Gridiron Warriors for the Cowboys. Okay, that one's going to the Bills. It's Mario Williams, Strength Parallel. We do have the auto sneaking up. Felt something on my thumb. I thought maybe it was a snag or something, but I'm one of those that if I notice the damage, I will try and point it out. So it's just hard to scrutinize. So a nice one out of 75. Rookie Nelson Aguilar, Strength Parallel for the Eagles. Okay. J.J. Watt, Battle Cry for the Texans. Oh, boy. Man, I wish there was some ink on that one. I don't pull too many of his relics, and I definitely don't pull too many of his autos. But Amari Cooper out of 289, going to the Raiders. That's a great pickup right there. I know there's some people out there they're touting Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, and with Todd Gurley, and of course Amari Cooper's up there. But my honest opinion is, over the long term of 10 years, I think Amari Cooper's going to have probably the biggest impact out of the 4 of those. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, quarterbacks can sit there and get hot. I mean, we've all seen, what Peyton's done and Brett Favre and all those, especially when you look at them early in their career. But time will tell as far as Jameis and Marcus. Okay. Let's see if this has got the auto relic in this stack. Okay, flip that over. Mr. Howie Long for the Raiders. Ooh, caught that one. Didn't think I was going to. Strength out of 199. So that's another one for David Cobb. Ooh, nice one. Okay, for the Redskins, Mr. Jamison Crowder. Nice 3-color strip right there. That is out of 800 if I can get that camera to focus. So 461 out of 800. And the Redskins get on the board. Okay. Dwight Clark for the 49ers. That'll finish box 4. So nice Aguilar signature and Cooper relic. Top loaders. Okay, box number 5. I think the only autograph we hadn't pulled out of here, as far as any big name, is Winston. We've had his relic cards. We pulled an Amari Cooper base auto. I think I pulled 2 Mariotas, and I know I pulled Gurley. I am not sure if I pulled a Melvin Gordon auto though. And Devontae Parker, I think, is another one that's missing. So hopefully we'll see some of those pop out tonight. I appreciate that. I'm still looking at different ways to improve, but I've heard all sorts of compliments, and I've had 2 tweaks here and there. So, but I try and keep it simple, but at the same time frame, keep it where it's reflective of what you guys see. But I've had some good mentors on here as well from eBay and some of the Facebook groups and some of the guys who got their own web pages and such. So I'm actually hoping this time next year to be running close to 20 breaks a week and actually doing this almost full time. But what you guys don't see behind the scenes is the insane amount of sorting and prepping it takes to get all these packages ready. And eBay has you required to have everything out within 1 day, which is part of the reason why I do my breaks on the weekend, because that gives me a couple extra days since the post office is closed. Yeah, he is good. I was just talking about with the top 4, but David Johnson I think is going to outshine a lot of them as well. And there'll probably be a couple of other surprises because they had a pretty good rookie crop, but um, it's just looking at it, what team some of these guys are on, and looking at it 5, 10 years down the line. Now, I don't think it's going to sound kind of peculiar, but I don't think that Marcus or Winston's going to totally bomb and do like let's see, like Manziel. You can't really blame RG3 except for he just he never got that fire back, but he did good his rookie year, and then once he got injured, it's just he was never the same. But you'd hate to see some of these number 1 draft picks just come out and just never be heard from again. Anyway, Discipline parallel. If I quit getting tongue-tied. LaShawn McCoy out of 199 going to the Bills. Okay, for the 49ers is Mike Davis. Okay, and that's out of 300. Hey, Mr. Breeze going to the Saints. Okay, Battle Cry. You know where you got that pose from, right? That's just classic Ray Lewis right there, but it's Terrell Suggs for the Ravens. That's just something you'd see Ray Lewis do, especially coming out of that tunnel. Okay, Odell Beckham for the Giants. And again, I apologize for looking like I'm rushing, but I am trying to get into the finest break. Yeah, and plus he's on a solid team to do it too. The Cardinals been so close. This one's going to the Vikings. Eric Kendricks, and that one is out of, let me tilt it, 404 out of 800 going to the Vikings. But yeah, the Cardinals just needs that extra nudge, I think, to get them further into the playoffs. Richard Sherman for the Seahawks. But yeah, the Cardinals been right there on the cusp the last few years. Okay. Okay, this Gridiron Warrior is going to the Panthers. And it's Greg Olson. Ooh, almost went past that one. I'm sorry, guys. Out of 99, Byron Maxwell. Glory parallel for the Eagles. Okay, another one for the Titans. Okay. That one is out of 75. 14 out of 75. Mr. David Cobb. I'll do everything I can for you. Legally. Are you kidding me? Tops is getting on my nerves with these. They've done that a couple of times out of the last couple of cases where we get two of the same type of relics out of the same box. Okay, TJ Yeldon out of 289 for the Jags. Courage parallel for Mr. Kaepernick out of 299 for the 49ers. Yeah, Titans are an expensive team to try and collect right now. I got a buddy of mine lives up there in Nashville. Okay, Gridiron Warriors. Alshon Jeffrey going to the Bears. And that completes out box number 5. Okay, guys. I know there's a handful of you that are new, so I'm going to go ahead and explain this. I've got a promo, which I mentioned briefly earlier about it, going up to $6. So the promo tonight is $6, going to whoever can guess who the last auto will be for this box. Okay, not the team, who the last player will be. Okay, so It's one guess per person. If you guys can go ahead and start submitting that, and we'll get box number 6 busted down. I'm going to check my eBay messages, make sure nobody submitted any there, and give you guys a chance to get your guesses in. It's just my way of giving back. Now, are you in Nashville now, or are you from there as in you've moved away? Because like me, I'm in North Carolina, but I'm from Maryland, so my home team is the Orioles and Ravens. Box 6. Okay. So box 6 is now empty. I'll get these packs open and I'll check the messages from there. Okay, I got you, David Johnson. I got you. Then you're not too far from where my buddy is then. He moved from Maryland. He's like me, kind of moved around. I was military, but he wasn't, but he still moved around. But he ended up marrying a woman and moved to Nashville 6 or 7 years ago, I think it was. Actually, no, it's been longer than that. Because I think it was maybe 2004, 2005 time frame. I just hadn't made it up there to visit him yet. Oh man, you were right on top of it then. I'm actually going to try and make it up to Nashville next year to go to at least one game next year. Okay. So we got David Johnson guest in the room. Let me check my messages. Okay, appreciate that. And that is your for finest. Okay. Let me respond to him real quick while you guys finish with your guesses. Garrett Grayson. Okay, I got you. Good one for the Saints. And Marquise Lee. Okay, so that's where we'll go. Marquise Lee, Garrett Grayson, David Johnson. Let me check the room, see if anybody else popped in. Last time I was at a game, be honest with you, it's been about 6 or 7 years because I spent my last bit overseas because of the military. And I actually worked the All Pro games like 3 years in a row there in Hawaii. So I was on the field, did the halftime show, did the early player introductions, and so that was about the closest I got recently. And like I said, that's been, I think 2010 was the last year. No, 2009 was the last year I did it. 2010 I was in Kuwait. You're dressed as a pimp. Oh Lord. Okay, so you were dressed as a pimp. Did you have the hooker with you? I mean, if you didn't have the hooker with you, that's, I mean, you weren't completely in uniform. Okay, continue right along. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we got a Titan this time, and it wasn't David Cobb. Marcus Mariota out of 300. Okay, another bust for the Steelers. I, I still complain about that. They put the name down there, it's light colored, and they put it in a light colored background, so you can't hardly see it. It's a good thing I've been around and actually recognize these guys. Okay, Battle Cry. This one's also Steelers. Antonio Brown. I bet. Oops. Go please. Okay, Broncos. Another Terrell Davis. Autograph should be popping up on this side. And going to the Broncos. That is out of 800. That is rookie Shane Ray for the Broncos. Okay, LaShawn McCoy for the Bills. Okay, we're getting down to the last bit. Then I'll start my transition over to, slide that a little bit, Topps Finest. So again, if you guys are in that, give me about 10 minutes or so to get everything transitioned over. Okay, Auto Relic out of 75. Kevin White for the Bears. That very well could be our last auto. Okay, and nobody guessed him. So, but you know how it is. You got to take it to the last out of the game or the last second in the, you know, the old sayings. Anyways, let's go ahead and go through. Gridiron Warriors, Mr. Tim Brown for the Raiders. Okay, Mr. Duke Johnson. Relic for the Browns. Okay, Bo Jackson again. Okay, Mike Evans for the Bucks. And the last part of the stack. Okay, so this completes the Valor break. Give me a minute to get these sleeved. I'll do a quick recap, and we'll go from there. Again, Kevin White was the last auto, so nobody got the promo, which means for the finest, the promo will be at $7. $7.99. So the question is, if you were drunk, do you remember the game? Or did you find the ticket at home later and realize that you went someplace? Okay, guys, you set for the recap? Let's go ahead and knock this out. And guys, if you haven't broken me before, I do post these on the YouTube. You just got to look under Mark Ball. They will pop up, and you'll see my whole archive ever since I started breaking last year. So there's probably close to 300 videos now. Okay, so relic cards. TJ Yeldon out of 289 for the Jags. Duke Johnson out of 99 for the Browns. Oops, got those a little bit out of order. Anyway, Amari Cooper out of 289. That's going to the Oakland Raiders. Good pickup there. Darrell Green Beckham out of 75 for the Titans. Kevin White, Chicago Bears. David Cobb, also out of 75, Tennessee Titans. And then for the Jags, serial numbered out of 50, Rashad Green. Jumbo relics. Out of 300, we had Marcus Mariota. Big boy right there. Mike Davis going to the 49ers. And David Cobb, Marcus Mariota's teammate. Melvin Gordon, also out of 300. That was going to the Chargers. And David Johnson, that was our first one, going to the Cardinals. Okay, we had the speed parallel. That was out of 99. 99? Yeah, 99. Looks like if you look at the stamp, looked like they were off a little bit when they did it. I don't know if I can get that on there or not. Anyway, the second 9 looks a little bit lower than the other 9. Anyway, that's Brett Hundley for the Green Bay Packers. And then Rashad Green, serial numbered out of 50. Courage parallel for the Jags. Now, going on to the autos. For the Broncos, we had Shane Ray out of 800. Eric Kendricks going to the Vikings. Browns, I see the name Brown. I'm sorry. Rams. Player's name is Malcolm Brown. Rashad Green for the Jags. So he's had a pretty good break. Okay. Max Williams. Of course, my glare is getting bad. Okay, Max Williams out of 200 for the Ravens. Then we had nice strength parallel. Nelson Aguilar out of 75 for the Eagles. Auto relics. Out of 800, we had Jamison Crowder. 3-color patch right there. Or 3-color piece of relic going to the Redskins. Barely 2 colors for Bryce Petty going to the Jets out of 800. Out of 525, David Johnson for the Cardinals. And then the final hit, also low number, 60 out of 75, Kevin White for the Bears. So that concludes the Valor break. I'll go ahead and get this posted up on YouTube. You guys have a safe weekend. Again, we're going to have a mirrored break on Sunday. It's going to start off again with Supreme. Middle break will be Valor, and then the final break will be Finest. So you guys have a good night. Take care. And again, if you're in Finest, I'll be transitioned over here shortly. That out.